and welcome to today's cash exchange video. I had to think really slowly about that. I don't know why. Still not braining today. I've done up a count of where I'm at in terms of my cash envelopes, and now it's time to just get some of the actual money out of the envelopes and back in the bank. I do have multiple savings accounts set up in the bank. And I know people say that, oh, you don't get that much interest. Well, some interest is better than no interest, and safety in the bank is better than just being in a binder, even though, yes, we do have a safe, it's bolted to the ground, blah, 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 all of that good stuff. I still just prefer to have my money in the bank when it gets to certain amounts. There are certain envelopes that I know I can immediately take a good amount of money out. That's going to help me with swapping out some of the others. So where I'm actually going to jump to first, it is going to be my Christmas envelope. I know that I have $200 in here. And the reason that I know that I have $200 in here is because I just counted it. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82 coming out of there. So I'm going to put a $200 placeholder in. I have changed up my placeholders. I've just gone back to a simpler aesthetic, really. I'm a huge fan of vellum, and so that's just what I decided to do. Not selling these right now at this time. There's so many other great options that are out there. The other that I know I can take money out of is for my son's birthday as well. He has $400+ in here. So we've got already 100 in the bank, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400. So I'm going to leave the 20, take the 100 and put 2 of the 200s in. Oh, I'm going to take the other money as well. Duh, Erin, don't do that. That'd be silly. Almost to that 500 point. That is where we aim for his birthday. I had mentioned in a previous video that I did make a tracker, and some people said, yeah, go ahead and chuck it up. So I will be putting that up on my Etsy shop. Just need to make a few changes. Link is down in the description if you are keen to check out any of the stuff that I have for sale. I make all of the items that you see me using, really. We've got 50 and 100. So now, I think now that I've got some 20s, I can probably start swapping out. So anniversary, we're gonna take a 10 and 2 5s, put a 20 back in. That gives me $25 to go back in. And since I counted up everything, I have a nice handy dandy cheat sheet next to me, so I know if I stuff things up. For myself, I can do exactly the same. A 10 and 2 5s going in, another 20 coming out. A comes before B, and 5 comes before 20. $45 is in Erin's birthday fund. If only I had another $5, I could have taken one of those 50s. Darn children, sucking up everything. So we've already got a 20, and we will do, again, exactly the same. Rinse and repeat. That's the reality of budgeting sometimes, is you're constantly doing the same thing over and over. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. So that's Gaz. If you're new to my channel, Gaz is my husband. Erin is me. Peyton is our son. We're a family of 3, and then 2 big, beautiful boof head dogs that you may or may not hear barking in the background, even though I try to keep things as quiet as possible. They're big dogs. They've got loud barks. Next, we are going to gifts. Gifts has $20 in it. I do like to keep this in smaller denominations, so I'm actually going to keep 2 of the 5s and then just grab 1 10. Easter, you can't do much with a $5 note. Father's Day has 5, 10, 15. So we'll put 2 5s back in, and we will keep the 10. So Father's Day then has 15. Mother's Day, we'll kind of do the same. So a 10 and a 5. Fred and Wilma's, or Fred Jr. and Wilma's wedding can get a 20. Ooh, good, because I needed another 10. Might need to go on a hunt for more 10s. $40 is in. Actually, just for you, Tay, grabbing a nice 20 to go in there for the saving. That way the ugly 20 can get spent. It's not that the 20 is ugly, it's just the older style. And I kind of like, blah. I'm going to keep those 2 5s in self-care for now, and then Christmas we determined was already taken care of, and she's a little bit thinner already, so that's kind of nice. We will set her underneath and then grab the black binder and get her set up. Ah, the Big Daddy, the car regos. Probably one of the largest sinking funds that we have right now. So I've already got $1,500 that are in the bank. But what I need to do is, first I need to exchange a 100 with a $50 note. Or actually with 2 $50 notes. That'd be silly. Because we are going to have the rego due, the 6-month rego due on my husband's motorcycle, and then come the beginning of the year, we'll get the entire thing paid up. That's going to be $250, so I'm going to have to take that money out, put it back in the bank. So no point putting in a placeholder. So I need to keep $250 in there, but that still does leave me the ability to take a $250 place note. That can go in. I love the look of vellum, and just, I really like the simplicity. That gives me $17.50, $18.50, $19.50, $2,000, $20, $40, $60, $80. I could probably condense that down. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll do it. I will condense down the 20 with a 10 and a 50. I'm probably going to get really mad at myself for doing that. We'll see what else happens, but 50s are so much easier to count than 20s, especially now that I am keeping just an even $200 every pay, every fortnight. And yes, this envelope is not like the others because I didn't make it a new one, and I'm just too lazy to right now. I've got other things that I've got going on and that I'm making. Car maintenance, nothing can be done there. Insurance gap, nope, nothing can be done there. Callie, my baby. 50, 20, 50, 70, 90, 100. We'll be able to swap that out. Hell yeah, my brain is not braining. My mathing is not mathing. And this is, yeah, a little bit odd. So $110 that is in there for her. Irish. We'll swap out her 2 10s for a 20. If you are new to my channel, these are all of my vehicles. Everybody has a name and a place, and they are used and loved. $50 can be swapped out for the Mocking Hawk. The Gutless Wonder, she can get a 20. So particularly if you use handmade envelopes as compared to the zip style, really good to try to condense down when possible. The new wifey, this is for her service. I'm actually finishing up a complete bundle for motorcycle challenges. And yes, it's a bit busy, but we ride Harleys and I'm just not going to put a little scooter or some, you know, gazoo, you know, helmet on there. Oh, double day. Not a freezer. $20 going in there. That's actually why I haven't listed them, because they are so busy. I know people like kind of minimalist, simple and Harley is just not synonymous. So just can't bring myself to do it. Appraisal is empty. Home projects is empty. Big plans. And home maintenance, nothing can be done there. It's got $75 in it. So that's the front half of the binder. And then the back half, the really fun stuff. So camping / coughs. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, not quite 500 in here. I'll probably swap her out about every 500 or every 1,000, just because who doesn't like how green notes look? And I do apologize if you're a red-green colorblind, but the red and green, it's not too terrible. He survived, has a 210, so we're going to swap that out for a 20. Oh, CA, like California, that's where I'm from. Luxury is not very luxurious. She does have $20 in her though. So we will swap her with a $20 note. Medical. Nope, medical stays the same at $20.35. The clothing fund, or as I like to call it, the new Nakeds, has $10. We're going to be going into spring and summer where we can kind of, sort of, be a bit more exposed. Well, probably shouldn't say exposed. Fewer clothes. Stupidity, my dogs. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So they are going to get a lovely, beautiful $100. I'm actually going to put in a $100 place. No, I'm going to put in a $100 note because I can't remember if I set up their savings fund. They're spoiled. They have 2 savings funds, so this is their second one. So I'll just put $100 in there for now. Subscriptions. We got 20, 40, 60, 75. 75. You never know when the math is gonna add up. So I know if you have a budgeting channel, you feel me on that. I say it all the time. It's a ongoing joke and commentary with everyone. Travel. So the Debt-Free Dad Fund is having $20 going into it, or call it the Debt-Free Dad Fund, or the Marcus told me to do it. And then yeah, that's money to go into my Yeep. Take it out and play with it. Modification binder. Got a little bit of money to add to that, and then we will be getting there. So, nicely reduced. Actually, maybe what I will do, if my binders behave. 1, 2. Yep, I'll take these last 200s. And I will put them into the barbecue fund. Taylor, don't worry. I will go back through those notes and I will replace any yucky 50s or 20s with pretty ones. So that will go back into the barbecue. That's going to get spent next. The next 2 weeks, it better, because I want my garage for my car and all of his stuff in his shed, because he's getting really close to having a bed put in there for him as well. But that condenses everything down, makes it a little bit thinner. If only it was always that easy just to slim down like you could a binder. But all of that is swapped out. All of this will go back into the bank and go into the respective savings funds. My placeholders will just go back to their box that, you know, I put them in. You can do that with placeholders. It's not placeholder abuse. It's protection for them. So we will get that done. If you have stuck around for this long, you know, drop a motorcycle emoji down in the comments, because I talk about my cars all the time, and I know that I've used a car emoji before, but we've also got our bikes that we absolutely love. So drop that down there wherever you are. I do hope that you are staying well, you are staying blessed, you are taking care of yourself. Always remember, choose kindness, show gratitude, always keep a positive mindset. I've got some interesting videos that are coming up, so I'm hoping that I will see you soon in another video.